I would say our biggest achievement since we got on the Forbes list, and also since we hit a $1 billion valuation, has been being able to continue to hit our goals in terms of growth. And in 2018, our bookings were $36 million. In 2019, they were $90 million. So we almost tripled. And that was the goal we had set. That was the ambitious goal we had set, was to hit $90 million in bookings. And we did hit it. And I believe this year will be the same. We've set a pretty ambitious goal and we're going to hit it again. So I think our probably our biggest achievement over the last 12 months has just been really good at setting ambitious goals and hitting them. Probably one of the biggest challenges was monetizing, not because we didn't know how to do it, but because of our mission. When we started, we wanted to be a thing that provides free language education to everybody. And we did that. And for several years, we just had an app that provided, it's a fully free way to learn languages. So the question was, how were we going to monetize? Because we didn't want to just charge users to monetize. And eventually we settled on a model very similar to Spotify's, where basically at the end of lessons, we give you a small ad unit. So we put an ad at the end of every lesson. And then in addition to that, you can pay to subscribe to turn off the ads. So that's how we monetize. But it took us a while to be okay with this. And it took us a while in the company to change the culture. At first, when we first said, hey, maybe we're going to put an ad at the end of every lesson, there were a lot of people who in the company were just kind of against that. It's a major challenge going from a company that has not really been trying hard to monetize to one that is trying to be self-sustaining. I think there are a lot of people who join the company kind of not worrying about that. And then at some point, reality hits that like, oh, I guess we're going to have to put an ad at the end of every lesson. So that was challenging, I would say. Continue concentrating on hiring really, really good people and don't lower your bar. I think that's worked out really well for us. I think another piece of advice is take the long view. I see a lot of companies doing kind of these things for short-term gains. It is amazing. Once you've been at it for a few years, you realize the problem with short-term gains, or the problem with the short-term in particular, is that it doesn't last long. And so, you may do something, it'll help you for a month, and then 6 months later, you'll regret it. For a lot of companies, particularly if you're really trying to get to a $10 billion valuation or $100 billion valuations, it will take multiple years to get there. You're not going to get there in 2 months. You're not going to get there in 3 months. It's going to take multiple years. So you should be doing things that you're not going to regret 2 years from now.